I'd like to request our next speaker, Sri Prajesh Rai, to give his presentation. Dr. Prajesh Rai, serving as librarian at Shahid Rajguru College of Applied Sciences for Women, University of Delhi, and also coordinator of IGNOU PSC 0771, which is exclusively for library and information studies. He is chairperson of Technology Transfer and Innovation, QQML Greece. He is also chairman of Selection Committee for Library and Information Technology Application, Indian Library Association, and Erasmus Munda Fellowship 2018-19. Dr. Rai, please. You will get 20 minutes time because one speaker has come.
That's great. Good afternoon, everybody. Dr. Parth De, Dr. Nabi Hushan, Dr. Anand Jha, Dr. Rishi Tayari, Dr. Praveen Chaudhary, and Dr. Sanjay Katari, and other dignitaries. It's my pleasure to be here for this session, especially information retrieval. It is one of my most interesting area of study. Let's have a look how exactly, I have gone through Dr. Nabi Hussain's presentation. It is so beautiful, so neat and clean. And you can able to understand quantum of resources available throughout the worldwide. So where Dr. Nabi Hussain has stopped, I will start from exact that point, where exactly the problem is. You have a resource, and he has already elaborated the ideas how exactly you can reach out the exact information for your academic pursuit. It is not the heuristic approach or hit and trial. So let's have a look from its inception. If you look at the publishing, global publishing market, you can able to understand the quantum of growth on the electronics books or electronics other. If you have a look, you can see the 61% growth has been found in OPEC region. Another way, in 2018, you have found that 0.48% growth. One of the key drivers for this market will be the growing impact of e-book. So the usability of the e-resources, e-book, is growing like anything else. In the next, you can see in the CAGR report, and they have find 3.3% during the focus period for 2018 to 2023. Here you can find that in North America, that is 47% has occupied by the e-book market. In Europe, around 24%. In Asia Pacific, around 17%. South America, around 8%, and Middle East and Africa, 5%. This is the growth pattern and occupation of the e-book market. Coming to the next slides, in January to June 2019, share of the trade revenue by format, you will find that paperback and mass market is 36.2%, and physical audio 0.4%, board books 1.7%, other 5.0%, and hardback 34.3%. Digital format 22.3%. In digital format, you will find that 14.3% are ebook and 8.1% of downloaded audio. That's the growth in Jan to June 2019. If you see the global ebook, e-publishing and itself, you will find that it is from $15 billion to $29 billion, almost double within that period from 2015 to 2020. Within 5 years of span, it's gone double. And you will see the 93% growth rate. And that growth rate reflects the usability of the e-resources, e-books throughout the world. It is not in only specific reason. It is the demand of the user. In ebook setup for the surplus print in the USA, will find that United States in 2014, the print was almost $10 billion, and the ebook was almost $5.8 billion. But when it's come in 2018, it has found the ebook has crossed the print, and print is getting suppressed day by day. So that's one of the why United Nations is important, because probably till date the quantum of e-resources, especially peer-reviewed, is published from the United States. Second, another most finest academic, that is Britain, you will see the almost same scenario in e-publishing and in impact of e-books and everything. Now, these are the total e-resources generated for the academic persuasion, books, article, or other databases kind of thing. Now, in 2012, we have a projected data storage required throughout the world. It is almost around 2,500 exabyte. But in 2020, it is projected that we required around 45,000 exabyte, but we have the availability around 25,000 exabyte. So you can understand, whatever things are born right now, academically or non-academically, it is going to the digital. And you have a basket, you have an Internet of Things, Internet of Sources, everybody putting up over there. And you require a huge amount of data storage capacity. And you are also furnishing that and growing accordingly. And you have already grown very nicely with the data storage and everything. But is that the important, that how bigger is river yours? It is important. Is that the water of the river we have channelized through the canal, and every paddy field is getting the water in the drought time? That is most important aspect. And that is basically the arena of information retrieval. And why information retrieval is important? Getting things in your pocket is not important. How you are going to access this is important. So let's have a check. We'll make a tour to the information retrieval throughout the world. If you look at the history of the information retrieval, in 2060s and 70s, development of the basic Boolean and vector space model. In 1980s, large document database system may be run by that is LexisNexis and Dialog Medellin has started on that particular period. OPAC, the online public access catalog, initiated on that period. In 1990s, searching FTP document on the internet, Archie's, Wise, searching the World Wide Web, Lycos, Yahoo, Alta Vista, these were the things. On that time, you'll find that CD-ROM lost its usability. It's backdated on that time. In 1990s, continued organized competitors, NIST, Trek, recommended system, Ringo, Amazon. These has already came up into the market. In 2000, links analysis for the web search, Google, automated information, extraction, parallel processing, map, produce, question answering, Trek question answer, track, multimedia information retrieval, image, video, audio, and music, cross-language information retrieval. These are the important area which has came up in the information retrieval scenario. In today's date, you have seen the Siri and the Alexa, and this is IBM Watson. These are one of the most important search devices has developed. Even in Google Mini, they're getting so much of information, and it take voice control, and it converted it into text and going to the database immediately and getting things done for you. Wherever, if you want to ask, I wanted to reach somewhere else, a corner plus from this place, it will exactly calculate the duration and the location and the total time of your journey. That is the way things has moved together. And this is basically voice recognition in information retrieval. There is usability of the artificial intelligence in 1950s and 60s and 70s. And machine language basically started in 1980s, 1990s, and 2000. In 2010, deep learning breakthrough drive artificial information boom. That is the era. 2010 is basically the era where exactly talked about the artificial intelligence, how we can input into the information retrieval system. But there is a problem. There is a problem. The problem of over-promising result for the translation of computational linguistic affected. And at the same time, the artificial researcher felt that they were attacking on the more fundamental and complex problem, and that there would be an inherent limit in the information retrieval string searching approach. Basically, information retrieval, there is a common search process. It's called basically string search. And artificial intelligence probably making some kind of noise on that area. So this is the area where we can rethink. The problem of information retrieval, exactly from the database, the relevancy, the precision, the recall. This is important. We are searching from, you have information need, you are searching through information retrieval system. It is again going to the document collection, and it is again returning back you to the answer list. So this is the way things is moving on. And yesterday I searched ICDL 2019. It has immediately came into the ICDL 2019. Everything. If you want to call the papers, speakers, everything there on the Google immediately. But if I press, if I search ICDL only, it will not going to give you the exact what I am looking forward. Or if I search through TERI, T-E-R-I, TERI conference, probably it will show you the list of conference done by the TERI or upcoming information. That's the basic problem of information retrieval. What we are doing nowadays in our specifically postgraduate diploma in library automation networking project, we are taking the syllabus of the class 12 or class 10 student on social science, humanities, or English, or science, physical science, chemistry. So we're taking the whole syllabus from the NCERT and with the CBSE, and we're creating a database on particular subject. We're taking the terminology and we're creating a one database that can you imagine a student of class 12 searching soil erosion from the Google? If you search Google right now in your mobile, you will find 1 lakh of pages. Can you allow your children to spend 5 hours of time for searching only soil erosion in the Google? Can we be? It is impossible. It is impossible. So we need to have a kind of subject expert consultancy, and we're creating a database. How closest the information content in a particular website, and will ranked accordingly. Probably in 12 or 10, probably 5 or 4 web pages is sufficient for their syllabus. So that is the way we need to rethink the information retrieval system, and we're already doing on that area. Now, in indexing-based information retrieval, document indexing, representation, then query indexing, representation, query evaluation. That's the another process. Second, the main complexities of the information, document and query indexing, query evaluation, system evaluation. These three important aspects. In library information science, mostly focus on the human user aspect of the information retrieval, interaction user interface, visualization, concerned with the effective categorization of human knowledge, concerned with the citation analysis and bibliometrics, recent work on digital libraries, bringing it closer to CS, computer science and information retrieval. If you look the history of library information science, that before digital material, we had a material which was printed. And from the Takshila to Library of Congress, it is so-called Takshila to Library of Congress. I will tell you one important news that if you put one rack to after rack of the Library of Congress, the rack will goes up to 526 miles, right? So you can understand how many copies available in the Library of Congress, document, printed. And in our National Library, it will go, if you put one rack by one rack. So in Calcutta our Indian National Library, it will go 31 miles, right? So you have a quantum of document, and I will tell you with the dignity that from 600 BC, we are addressing to the need of the users from Takshila to Library of Congress or the National Library of Calcutta. We have a classification scheme, and we followed that, and that classification scheme based on the philosophy, experience, skill, user need, it has evaluated through that. And it is not the one-person work. It is a generation work with a philosophical view. The problem of the information retrieval system, that information retrieval system today is that whole of the world, the best brain of the world are engaged in the software development. And very few of them coming out from their desktop. What is problem that? They are not interacting with the common people, common man. What common man thinking about the information retrieval? What my father thinking of information retrieval? The day 80 years of age, the person who can understand the information retrieval, who can able to retrieve the information, then it's a true era. If you go to the library, still date, if you ask any old books, your old librarian will go to the stack and bringing back to the books. That's the philosophy. The whole world, the best brain, not using their brain in agriculture or other thing, they are in the software, but software still not up to the mark. That's the tragedy of the information retrieval. Now, if you look at the Indian scenario, we have a 43 crores, 94 lakhs, 25,467 pages viewed within 2017 and 18 in Shodh Ganga. That means we are using. Month-wise usage journal, e-journal, e-books, and 2017, and you have a data, you can have that. That means we are using. I have 6 minutes of time to go.
Yes.
Is that so?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh. So, and this is the month-wise viewed of subscribes of Enlist. You know the Enlist. This is the download page viewed in the Enlist. Majority of the information researcher, information scientists throughout the world, I'm just reciting the last para. The poor performance of the student in the various universities has been attributed to the inability of the student to effectively retrieve information for the academic work. That was a study done in the Ghana. The same thing applied in Indian scenario. It is not the Ghana's words, it is the word of the developing countries throughout the globe. In India, Indian scenario in the e-resources, the information retrieval that you will see, that majority of the university student, university research scholar, they have learned from heuristic. And purpose of the use, if you see that 158, that means majority of the research scholar are using the databases for their research itself. We have gone through the different browsing feature. We wanted to measure the different databases into their browsing features. We have gone and we have seen this ANOVA will justify that there is no basic difference in the browsing feature of the different databases available in Indian universities. Interestingly, it is expected. We don't want any kind of differentiation from one to another. In case of feasibility study, yes, there is some sort of finding quickly there is a problematic, right that, but it is not so much of major implication. In spatial features, there is a significant difference from one site to other site. So that's the tragedy. Start. If you go the basic retrieval, we have identified throughout the world in information retrieval, we have coined out around 49 information retrieval technique features, which is applied in all the databases in the globe. It could be ETD, it could be any databases. If you apply it, it is not more than 49. It is like PMEST, not more than 5. So, and within 49, we have differentiate. This is basic, then advanced, then unique. These are the different features of the database. It is not coming there? Okay. So these are the different features of the database. Within that features, we have ranked. But it is not the important. What is your result? Is that your result is first or second? Important is how knowledgeable you are. So we are not going to rank the databases on their different information retrieval features. We are just asking them, is that your interface is ready for my children? That is important question. And if you find that this is the total information retrieval technique respond by the research scholar throughout India, and you will find the area which is white, it is blank area, means this information doesn't, the researcher of Indian universities not aware of that kind of information retrieval features available on the online databases available in their universities. The problem is that when the database vendors, the computer scientists, the scientists of information retrieval, so-called, when the day they will fill the gap, the white gap, and it will be the gray screen, then there will be another sunshine in the morning sky. Thank you so much.